I think opponent's reading. They took a while to read Harmless Offering, and they're like, huh. Now I think they're reading Our Revelation. Like, what? Maybe they don't understand what's going on yet. I think they don't understand what's going on yet. My fair citizens, Sodium City, we have the perfect gift. Now, of course, what would a perfect gift be without a harmless offering, right? So we're gonna give people a totes adorbs little kitten. The gift that we will be giving is 9 lives. Say 3 mana enchant with hexproof, which is great. If a source would deal damage to you, prevent that damage and put an incarnation counter on 9 lives. When there are 9 or more incarnation counters on it, exile it. Whenever it leaves the battlefield, you lose the game. Now this is kind of cool because it helps you survive through aggro decks and things like that. Obviously you have to be aware of the interaction with Stomp from the Bone Crusher Giant as well as Questing Beast because damage can't be prevented. And there's probably other various things where damage can't be prevented, but they're probably irrelevant because they're not played. Of course, it doesn't prevent life loss. It's only damage. So also keep that in mind. But we will end up giving that to them. We're not really going to use it that much unless we really need to. But then, Harmless Offering, 3 mana sorcery, target opponent gains control of target permanent you control. So again, we're just going to give them 9 lives. Pretty innocuous. They're like, oh, thank you, well, Harmless Offering. We're going to give them a kitty. Obviously, 9 lives is a kitty. Perfect. Then what we're going to do is we're going to cast Hour of Revelation. Spell costs 3 less to cast if there are 10 or more non-land permanents on the battlefield. Destroy all non-land permanents. Now, we don't have a ton of permanents, but we don't have a little permanents. Depending on what kind of deck we're going up against, Hour of Revelation can either cost 6 or it can cost 3. And also depends on how late in the game it is. But a lot of times it does just end up costing 3, and that's very, very good. We also have Cleansing Nova, just 5 mana, destroy all creatures, or destroy all artifacts and enchantments. Once again, we're trying to destroy 9 lives when the opponent controls it, because when 9 lives leaves the battlefield, you lose the game. Harmless Offering, target opponent gains control of that permanent. So they are going to own 9 lives, we no longer own it, and then we're going to blow it up so they lose the game. That is essentially what we're doing with the deck. Everything else is just survivability. We have ramp with Blood Sun and Lotus Field, which is our typical ramp package that I do in a lot of decks. This actually enabled us to do this combo on turn 5, which is very, very cool because it's quite mana intensive, and the fact that you need 3 different cards is also very, very difficult to do, and they all have to stick. But again, outside of that, it's just a copious amount of board wipes, Mazemind Tome for card draw, blah, 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 blah. Pretty much anything that you need to fit the meta that's going on at that time, that's what you'll fill the deck with. The current deck list that you'll see in the description below is going to be the first day that Historic Anthologies 4 came out, and that deck list we were almost only going up against Azorius Control and Rakdos Sacrifice or Mono Black Discard, pretty much everything that is just a really, really annoying aggro, a lot of discard, and a lot of counter spells. So it was an extremely annoying process to deal with. However, I do think this deck is very good and can perform well. The only changes that I might make if you were to take it would be to add the white ley line instead of a lot of the board wipes. That would prevent people from discarding your combo, because obviously that's super important. That's just a big thing that's going on right now. There's a ton of Thoughtseize, and I'm talking like 80% of the decks are just running discard, and it gets really annoying to try to find your combo, especially since we ended up going down to 3 of each piece of the combo. It's just making it more and more difficult to actually pull it off. So it is something I would consider. If you wanted to build this deck yourself, it will set you back 61 rares, but no mythics, you know? So it's essentially a Strider Stone budget deck, right? 0 mythics, perfect. Perfect. Now, I will go out on a limb. I'm going to say that this deck is the truth. It needs a little bit of tweaking, maybe, but overall, I think it just needs more games. This deck is the truth. I believe you can climb the ladder with it. So definitely take it in and just run with it, and let me know your results in the comments section below. And as for yesterday's comment question of the day, I asked you, did you have problems with the client after the update? Here are your answers. I mean, I already know the answer, but here are your answers. And if you want your comment featured in these videos, make sure that you answer the comment question of the day every single day, 7 days a week in the comments section below. Stay salty and enjoy the games. This is gonna be the hard part. This deck was really good when we initially built it, on the first day it came out. Although I have no idea how well it's going to do now. It's only been a couple days since Historic Anthologies came out. Today is Saturday. It came out on Thursday? So yeah. It's been a couple days, but it should still be okay. Going against red. No burn spell, no turn 1. I prefer not to scry with this, as always. I hate scrying with Mazemind Tome. It feels like such a waste. Okay. Alright, so if they have another Fabled Passage, it's not going to do anything anymore. Which is great. Our Revelation is part of our combo, so I kind of want to keep that. Now we just need 9 lives. The part that kind of sucks about this deck is that the cat goes around 9 lives. Completely. Because it's life loss, not damage. They haven't made us discard anything yet. That's kind of the best part about this right now. I think I'm gonna foretell that and put this out. I mean, it's a Rakdos deck. Like 99% sure that they have discard. Okay. So with somebody having discard, we don't want them to get rid of our Doomskar because it's our only board wipe right now outside of our Revelation. And we want our card draw with Mazemind Tome, if possible. And our life gain. It would suck to get rid of our Cosmos Elixir because that card is amazing. But, you know. I think saving 2 cards for the price of 1 is better right now. Right now, anyway. It's too early on in the game to really worry about Cosmos Elixir. I would like a land. It's fine. It's a red source. So now we're gonna get a little bit of life every turn. So we get 2 life out of that. What is it? Sacrifice a creature, each opponent loses a life, we gain a life. Yeah, so we're gaining. We are gaining life. And I have Mazemind Tome. I suppose I technically could have scribed with that Mazemind Tome to get above 20 and then drawn a card with Cosmos Elixir. Would that have been worth it? Probably. Okay. Now I Doomskar. Here's where we get into the territory of they have a lot of creatures. Yeah. At 14. It's good. It's good. Definitely need to make sure that I draw cards with these now, though. Do they have enough? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 5 to escape. 4 other cards? Yeah, they can definitely do it if they draw a land. Please be mana screwed? Please be mana screwed? Oh. It's not quite mana screwed. It's almost. However, we are going back up to 20. I might actually scry with this, because then I can draw a card and start getting life from Cosmos Elixir. Or start getting card draw from Cosmos Elixir. Which is pretty cool. 9 lives would be perfect. So that I can do that and give it to them. And then win next turn. Huzzah! Easy top deck, never didn't have it. Never didn't have it, never didn't have it. Alright, don't kill that somehow. You know you want a kitty. It's just a kitty. Easy game. Well, now we just have to hope they don't have a Thoughtseize. Or we top deck Cleansing Nova or something. Oh, that would be so unfortunate. Please don't. They haven't played one at all this game, so it's highly likely. Gone through 16 cards, it's definitely possible. Definitely possible. Cool. I mean, they can mind drop me, that's fine. Because I have these two I can discard. Alright, perfect. That's what I like to see. That is what I like to see. Yeah, that's great. Saw. I win. GG's. GG's. I think opponent's reading. They took a while to read Harmless Offering, and they're like, huh. Now I think they're reading Our Revelation. Like, what? Maybe they don't understand what's going on yet. I think they don't understand what's going on yet. Nice. There we go. It's a gift from me to you. Oh, I love it. It's funny. Why is it consistent though? Who knows? So far, the deck is still pretty good, although that was kind of a scuffed. Weird. I don't know, they didn't get a cat. They didn't get a... What else are they looking for? A Thoughtseize? I don't know what was in their deck, but it didn't seem like it was like a top tier deck. Even though it was a top tier deck, it didn't feel like a top tier deck. They just didn't have it. They just didn't, yeah, they just didn't have what all the normal stuff is. That, crap. I don't have a way to get rid of that yet. I still need a couple turns. Still gonna need a couple turns. I got oopsed. That's fine. I might actually throw back the Lotus Field. Depending on what they do. Gross.
My blades will always strike true.
Okay. Is this opponent? See, that's dangerous because if I give them... Well, no. And I really wish I had Blood Sun there. Yikes. Okay. What's more important? I mean, I want to kill that henge, obviously. But I obviously also need to kill that Gem Razor. At what point in time? Alright, let's do this. So right now we just have to hope they don't get a Questing Beast. They have blue. Okay.
You are blind to the truth.
Did not expect blue. Do we die?
No, God, please, no,
Oops.
I have lost too much.
What? I mean, you were the oopser. Good game. Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna want to talk that shit, I mean, you're gonna have to stand behind your own shit, you know. Sorry to say. People who do the early GG, well, I guess they didn't really do early GG. They were just extremely overconfident, which is also hilarious. We have very minimal red in this deck, which I think is mostly fine. We don't really need much red. Oh shit. So this is where we get our hand ripped apart. Yeah, going second against this deck, I don't believe we can win. so now the question is, do we want a Valakut Awakening or do we want a Blood Sun? So Blood Sun will set us up for a good Valakut Awakening. Get rid of that. I don't really want to settle the wreckage here though. So they did have a thought, Steve. See, this is what the normal Rakdos deck should be doing. Okay, so I don't have to settle now, which is great. Okay, we got another Harmless Offering. Not what we wanted. Not particularly what we wanted. They don't have enough to escape their Croza yet? So it's 6 other, right? 5 other. They're close. They are definitely close. Getting a 9 lives is good, obviously. Any of our Wraths would be great. So we have 1 Wrath, 2 Cleansing Novas, 3 Doomskars. Six. So it's not a lot. We do have another Settle too. Okay, so now they can cast their Croza. I don't have ways to deal with that outside of Settle the Wreckage, as far as the recursion goes. So luckily they can't crack that because Blood Sun is awesome. Alright. Two, three, four, 5. Yeah. So we're gonna get Crozid here, but we do also get to Doomskar to get that right off the battlefield. That's why we foretold it, just in case they had whatever it is that they could have had. Another Thought Steve or something. Shit. We only have 1 more Harmless Offering. But this land is like too good to discard. Huh. We have 3, 4, 5. We only have 5 mana. I don't know any other way we can win though. We need to get our Mazemind Tome out. We need to find it. They can cast both their Crozas again back to back, even if we got 2 board wipes. Maybe they just put out a Pyromancer and fame it. That makes sense too. I actually didn't even see that go in the graveyard. Ugh. That's fantastic. Okay. So now, I mean, I have to do this now before I don't have the cards, right? So I have to find Hour of Revelation or Cleansing Nova. There's 5 cards, 11% chance right now. But this would be a perfect time to get a Mazemind Tome. Perfect time. I mean, I'll hang out with the Wrath. The thing is, if they Kroza from the Lurrus and then Kroza again. Oh no, they don't have the mana for that. Okay. So we take 1 damage from here. I'm not sure if they Pyromancer or if they Fame the Dreadhorde Arcanist. It's a good question.
Good question.
They keep the wrong one? They did. Awesome. It means they can't attack with it next turn. So even if they play Kroza, we'll discard nothing, but gain 3 life. So we'll take 3 damage from the Kroza, but gain 3 life. So it's a net even. Yeah, so that was actually a really good stall card. However, we're losing 4 life a turn. So it's not really helping us. Luckily, they fucked up and botched up that. I'm pretty sure they didn't want to keep the non-escaped Kroza. Pretty sure. Easy top deck, boys. Here we go. Fuck you, Rakdos Lurrus.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Bye. Go away. Go fuck with somebody else. I don't want you anymore. I didn't get any card draw. That was super unfortunate. We do have a lot of card draw cards, but when you never get them, it's not really good. Well, I mean, technically we had Valakut Awakening, we just couldn't use it. We had to end up discarding it. We had the entire combo in our hand, just nothing else, but also nothing to cast it. We don't really need that yet. We don't really need the combo yet. Hour of Revelation's pretty early for that. Ooh. I think I should have actually put in Mazemind Tome. Yeah, because I would have been able to scry for a land. Now we're just hoping we get a land off this. Settle's great, but we have to be able to cast it. I probably would have kept that on top, though. I would have bottomed this, but I would have kept this on top. Ugh. Oh, I don't like this at all. All right, we top decked the land. That's essentially all we needed. They still have a ridiculous amount of card draw. Just sucks because every time they cast a spell, they're refilling their hand. This is exactly why we have Settle the Wreckage in here.
Whoa! Nice!
Alright, so we got rid of some shit, but I don't know what else they have in their hand. Fuck your selfless savior. Fuck it. Jesus. I don't even have the opportunity to do that. I don't know. Yeah. Oh my god. Jesus fuck. Maybe I should have settled that. Because, I mean, if they have another one, we're dead, obviously. So it just gives it haste. Yeah, I don't like that they're able to put down a creature every turn. It's like the worst thing for us. We need another land, is what we need. I want to be able to get down one of these tomes. So I want to be able to tome and then settle, because I'm dead, obviously, if I don't keep up settle. Nope. Doesn't look like it. Rage. 9 lives is really good here. They've gone through half their deck. I currently have a 48% chance to get a land. But now it's like, now I need board wipes or 9 lives. This is post-combat, but I'm dead next turn anyway, right? So it doesn't matter. Damn, they had a creature every turn. I dealt with so much. Yeah. Yikes. We've tried. Just wasn't there. Wasn't in the heart of the cards. Alright. Hopefully, we don't get comboed into oblivion. It's never good. It's starting to feel like we just don't have enough card draw, but we kind of do. We have 4 card draw things from Blood Sun. Cosmos Elixir, Mazemind Tome. We definitely have things. So we never seem to draw it. Then we have Valakut Awakening to help filter out. Azorius Control. Don't know how we beat Azorius Control. Alright, so let's get a counterspell out of their hand. We have a backup Blood Sun, so we may be okay. Come on. Really? That went through? Must have a way to bounce it. People know too much about the Bloodsun Lotus Field combo by now. That almost always gets countered. If they have a counter, that should have went through. Or that should have been countered. So this gets a Saw It Coming or Veto. Is this an ethical Azorius player? No, they're playing Censor. Cleansing Nova. Ooh, maybe they have Cleansing Nova. You could definitely have Cleansing Nova. In which case that would suck. Okay. Now let's just hope they don't have it again. Now they're keeping up Absorb mana. But now that we know that they have that bullshit, definitely gonna wait. It's a good draw. It's a good draw. However, I still almost want to wait to the point to where
We need to move quickly.
I just know I can get everything. Like, I want to get 2 Harmless Offerings in my hand, along with the 2 9 lives. The thing is that if they're smart, they'll tuck the 9 lives. This is text proof, but they'll control it. So it doesn't matter.
Prophesize hope. Please deep breath. I got it.
Yeah, I definitely don't want to do it right away because, like, I can only imagine that they have a Cleansing Nova. Just, I don't think I want to risk it. I don't think I want to risk it. Definitely need Harmless Offering. I don't need any more lands though. I have quite a bit of mana. Another Cosmos Elixir is nice. I'm not 100% sure if I want to play it though. Two mana Scry draw card is pretty good.
Let's skip to the good part.
I have 4 of them left. I have to kill that.
Kill them all! Kill them all!
Come on, stay sharp.
Yeah, the problem is right now. I don't have a Harmless Offering or a Cleansing Nova. Okay. There it is. There it is. Don't have a cleansing Nova. Don't have counter spells. Don't have anything. Have literally nothing. That last turn was our best chance. That's a really good chance for us, though. That's a really good chance for us. I don't know if I want to bait it out with... another 9 lives? I can tell they have a counterspell, right? I don't think they would be holding priority for this long. All right, we gotta bait it out. Did we get it? Ooh. Oh, they have Sensor though. Oh my gosh, I might be just running into Sensor.
This is hardly my work.
Easiest game of my life. Easiest game of my life. Easiest. Easy-est. Deck definitely claps. It definitely claps. It's pretty much the only good deck that I've seen or made from the new historic anthologies. Yeah. This version is 8-3 right now. It's pretty good. Pretty good. We like things that are 8-3. We take that. I hate mono blue tempo so much. So we're gonna have to foretell Doomskar here, I think. Just to make our board wipe cheaper. We're gonna have to get up to 7 mana as soon as possible, which isn't really doable because we don't have Blood Sun or Lotus Field. I doubt this sticks because it will give us scry and health. So it's kind of a good counter to get out of the way. It does suck because we kind of wanted an untapped land. Can pay for Spell Pierce this time and Quench. But do they go for a hard counterspell or not? That's the question. Lofty Denial. Lofty Denial. Okay, we've got a Lofty Denial on. They haven't put on a Curious Obsession or a Curiosity yet. Brazen Borrower? It's a good spell to hit. Okay. They did have Brazen Borrower, they just didn't bounce it right away. I would love to use the Valakut Awakening for something other than a land, but I can't risk missing land drops. Because I have to be able to play this with Lofty Denial. So one more land, and I can cast this and pay for Lofty Denial, but I want to make sure I get those out of the way. I can pay for Spell Pierce with this, which is nice. Just get a counterspell finally. They could finally flash in one of their Brazen Borrowers. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 8. So if they 7, okay. So they can't quite Terramander anyway. So once again, we have to hope that they don't have a counterspell. I need to top deck a land, just in case. And just in case it's Lofty Denial. If not, that's... like, if they're just holding priority for that Brazen Borrower, that's perfectly fine, because we're drawing, or we're gaining 4 life a turn. That's only 3 damage. Okay, we might have stabilized. They've used 2 borrowers. We've only used 1 board wipe. We have our Harmless Offering. If we can stick our 9 lives, that's dangerous. Playing around Lofty Denial again. By coincidence. I'm gonna see. I will take the 6 life. Back at 16. We can take 8. Right? It's 2. No, okay. Right, that's bad. So yeah, 9 lives is probably our best draw outside of a board wipe. I kind of want to do this on my turn. Don't want to run that into a counterspell though. So I mean, we know they have Lofty Denial and Spell Pierce. I don't want to run that into either of those. 2, 3, 4, 5. Another top deck land, and we can play Cleansing Nova. Should be great. That's a really, really bad card for them to get. We have Quench. Really? Interesting. I'm not complaining. That's 2 Curiosities, 2 Brazen Borrowers, 2 Terries, 2 Siren Storm Tamers. Huh. Okay. We're gonna draw 2 more cards. That's fine. I don't think I've ever seen Mono Blue use the Castle of Vantris, though. Harmless Offering, didn't really need that. I'll take the board wipes, though. If it's top, we're super scared. Why did I have to say anything? Why did I have to say anything? I don't want to say anything. Oh, no. Yeah. Discard 2 cards. I need to make sure I have 2 Harmless Offerings. I think I can bin 1 hour because we also have Cleansing Nova, which makes it cheaper. And then 1 Mountain. If I get a Blood Sun, I want to keep Lotus Field because if I get a Blood Sun, I definitely want to play that, right? Opponent? Hello? It's because we have more cards than them. There's no way they're salty, alright? Are they salty? We're gonna have to put on the rope wig? Oh, YouTube. Oh, YouTube. This YouTube exclusive rope wig. Hello, everyone. My name is Strider Stone. I am the mayor of Sodium City. I'm currently getting roped by a mono blue tempo deck. Ask me anything in the comments section below. And I don't know, maybe I will still be being roped by the time you're watching this. So, yeah. AMA. What is... See, this is why I love Magic. People hate when you rope, and I did come out with a video a couple days ago where, you know, obviously if people rope you, it's against terms of service. However, the client has been having a lot of issues recently. I don't know if this person is actually salty. I don't think I did anything to make them salty. I'm not in a super advantageous position. Well, I guess I am. Because they can't do shit to me. Even if they put down a Terramander, I'm getting 6 life a turn. They would have to do more than 6 damage per turn. Every turn. For however much 20 life is. We already got rid of 2 of their Brazen Borrowers, which I don't know if they have anymore. This is great. But yeah, it's super important to report people like this. But again, the client has been having a lot of issues, so I don't necessarily feel comfortable reporting this person because it could definitely be a client side issue. They said they fixed it, but I'll still give it a couple days of leeway. Oh yeah, that was a rope into a surrender. It would have given them one more turn. It would have given them one more turn. If it was a real rope, or if it was like they got DC'd or something, it would have been, yeah, there would have been one more set of ropes. That was great. I love it. I love it. Feels good. Fucking destroyed Mono Blue tempo. At the end of playing this deck, it ended up going 14-8. However, once we made the changes that we were completely comfortable with, it went 3-0 on one day, and then it ended up going 10-3 total. So the entire version that we stuck with went 10-3. So the only 3 games we went in a slump here, we lost to a Boros Auras deck, a mono brown deck that just exiled our 9 lives, which sucks, and then a Orzhov veto deck that just got the infinite combo before we could blow up their enchantments. Unfortunately, there just wasn't anything we could do about that. So those were the only 3 games we lost with the new like just how we have it up here now. So it's actually a phenomenal deck. As for the weaknesses of the deck, I don't necessarily have anything that I can really point out as the actual weakness. Like I said, the changes that we made were really, it was post the issues that we had. We realized what issues we had. It was just kind of a shortcoming against aggro decks because we were just running into a ton of them. So we ended up taking out Rule of Law and Tybalt's Trickery. We were trying to be a little bit too cute about it, but we were missing land drops, so we needed more card draw and life gain, so we added Mazemind Tome, and they were running into a ton of aggro, so we threw in some board wipes. And then we were like, okay, well, we need more ways to deal with the 9 lives once we give it to them. Just having 4 hour revelations just isn't going to do it. So we ended up adding a couple cleansing novas and taking out 1 Doomskar, 1 Wrath of God, which I believe is exactly what we needed to do. We did have to end up going down 1 9 lives, 1 Harmless Offering, and 1 Hour of Revelation. This was just to add more lands because we're missing all of our land drops for whatever reason. So we had to go up to 28 lands in this deck if you include Valakut Awakening as lands. Other than that, again, once we made the changes, it's 10-3 right now. So it's phenomenal deck. At the end of playing this deck, it ended up going 14-8. However, once we made the changes that we were completely comfortable with, it went 3-0 on one day, and then it ended up going 10-3 total. So the entire version that we stuck with went 10-3. So the only 3 games we went in a slump here, we lost to a Boros Auras deck, a mono brown deck that just exiled our 9 lives, which sucks, and then a Orzhov veto deck that just got the infinite combo before we could blow up their enchantments. Unfortunately, there just wasn't anything we could do about that. So those were the only 3 games we lost with the new like just how we have it up here now. So it's actually a phenomenal deck.
Yo, what up, YouTube? Yeah, we going here, Strider. Come on. You didn't really think that I was that type of person, did you? Thank you, everyone, so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you were even a little bit entertained by this video, please make sure to let me know down below. And if you have anything that you would like to see next, go ahead and leave that there too. And make sure to check out my live stream 5 days a week, every day except Sunday and Thursday. Stream times down below.